Geometric means are terms between the extremes of a geometric sequence. In T sub 1, M sub 1, M sub 2, up to M sub n, T sub n, T sub 1, and T sub n are the extremes, while M sub 1, M sub 2, up to M sub n are the geometric means. The geometric mean between two numbers, T sub 1 and T sub n, is the positive negative square root of T sub 1 times T sub n. The geometric means between two numbers, T sub n and T sub 1, is determined by, first, identifying the value of the common ratio, and second, multiplying the lower extreme by the common ratio to get the first geometric mean, and then M sub 1 or the first geometric mean and the common ratio to get M sub 2, and so on.
Let us insert a geometric mean between 15 and 135. Now, since we are going to insert only one geometric mean between the given extremes, we are going to multiply them and get the square root. So, M is equal to the positive negative square root of T sub 1 times T sub n. Substitute the given values. We have M is equal to positive negative square root of 15 times 135. So M is equal to positive negative square root of 15 times 135 is 2025. Then get the square root of 2025. So our geometric mean is the positive negative square root of 2025, which is 45. So again, the geometric mean between 15 and 135 is positive negative 45. Let us insert two geometric means between 1 and 27. Now, since we are going to insert two geometric means, we are going to determine first the common ratio. Determine the common ratio, we are going to use the formula R is equal to n minus 1 root of T sub n over T sub 1, where R is the common ratio, n is the position of the upper extreme, T sub n is the upper extreme, and T sub 1 is the lower extreme. To know how the formula for the common ratio was derived, you may watch the video below. Inserting two geometric means between 1 and 27 is illustrated as 1, 2 blanks, and then 27. That means 1 is the first term and 27 is the fourth term. Now let us substitute the values. So we have R is equal to 4 minus 1 root of 27 over 1. Let us simplify. 4 minus 1 is 3. Then copy the radical sign. So 27 over 1 is 27. Now compute for the cube root of 27. The cube root of 27 is 3. Now, if you don't know how to get the root of a number using your calculator, you may contact me or your classmates. Now, let us determine the geometric means. Now, since we have our common ratio, we are going to multiply this to our first term. So 1 times 3 is 3. And then to get the next term, multiply the first geometric mean to the common ratio. So 3 times 3 is 9. So the two geometric means between 1 and 27 are 3 and 9. The third example is to insert three geometric means between -2 and -32. To insert 3 geometric means between negative 2 and negative 2 means that our sequence is illustrated as negative 2, then 3 blanks for the 3 geometric means, and negative 32. That means the lower extreme, negative 2, is our first term, and the upper extreme, which is negative 32, is our fifth term. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. Now let us compute first for the common ratio using the formula R is equal to n minus 1 root of t sub n over t sub 1. Substitute the values. R is equal to 5 minus 1 because we have 5 terms here, or the position of the upper extreme is 5. Then copy the radical sign. The upper extreme is negative 32. The lower extreme is negative 2. Then we have 5 minus 1. We have 4. Then negative 32 divided by negative 2 is positive 16. So the fourth root of 16 is positive negative 2. By the way, if the index of your radical is an even number, the root is either positive or negative, or we have two roots, the positive and the negative root. Now let us determine the geometric means if the common ratio is positive 2. So we have negative 2 times positive 2. Negative 2 times positive 2 is negative 4. Then negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. And negative 8 times 2 is negative 16. So the geometric means between negative 2 and negative 32, if the common ratio is positive 2, are 4, negative 8, and negative 16. Now let us determine the geometric means if the common ratio is negative 2. So we have negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Then 4 times negative 2, we have negative 8. Then negative 8 times negative 2 is 16. So the geometric means between the 3 geometric means between negative 2 and negative 32, if the common ratio is negative 2, are 4, negative 8, and positive 16.